Mi ritmo bueno para gozar, bailar, oye cómo va. Mi ritmo bueno para gozar, bailar. Come on, Jim. Come on, Rachel, give us a little song. All right, Des, you are up. Here we go. Stay standing for our opening song, Spirit is in this place. We have come together as family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Yes, we have. Sing it now. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise that roof, raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. We're gonna sing verse 2. We sing in celebration, yes we do. We sing with words of prayer like Amen, Namaste. We burn my life as sacred. We declare that peace is here, right now. And Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise that roof, raise the roof with shouts of praise. There you go. I love it. In this place is Spirit, which is yours and mine. And souls before us. Oh yeah. Oh Spirit, in this place.
Hello, Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Valerie Day. I'm your monarch butterfly representing the chrysalis and Dia de los Muertos. And we have an awesome celebration for you today. But to kick off this party, I want to invite Sylvia, who is our service support practitioner, bring forth the candle. And that is the light that I am, the light that you are, the light that we are. And so Sylvia is just bringing forth our candle. And so as she does that, just take that pause and check in with the light that you are. Ah, yes, the light that you are. Let us read our affirmation together. The circle of love is complete here. The love includes all and is bound by unity. We journey together in that love, hand in hand. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel this last sentence. We sit in the presence of that love and see the face of God in all. Oh, let us pray. Let us pray. Let us pray. As we just come to this precious altar of prayer, just recognizing the one mind, the one power, the one infinite intelligence in all, as all, through all. We just give thanks for the oneness and infinite intelligence that is each and every person in this sanctuary and beyond. We give thanks for the spiritual principle of oneness and wholeness that we express right here this day. I bless our service as we welcome in our loved ones through this ceremony of remembrance and the conversations before this service. The veil is thin and there's emotions because we can feel our loved ones. So let yourself feel today. Let yourself feel the love that you are, the love that your loved ones are. So we just celebrate this beautiful day of Dia de los Muertos, this day of remembering, this day of the dead. And so I just know that this service unfolds with depth and richness and holiness and sacredness and joy and laughter and love and grace and energy. And that we come together as one community, one love, one power, one infinite intelligence. That the love that we are is felt and known and experienced through the depth and richness of ritual, the ritual of remembering who we are. So I just give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Saying, and so it is, and so I let it be. Amen.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Ooh, I'm begging of you, even though you can.
Morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome to all of you online, too. If you're new today, so glad you're with us. It's going to be a treat. No tricks. No tricks. We are here collectively revealing that love is the nature of who we already are. In podcast Dolly Parton's America, they ponder the solution that of today's divided America, that Dolly, in the bubble of her concerts, may be the real solution. Drawn together as everybody, old and young, city and country, red and blue, and drag queens too. Drawn together to confirm our togetherness, our love, and what Dolly has in her music. And I've got 3 Dollyisms today. 1, I may look outrageous, but I'm real in here. 2, the way I see it, if you want a rainbow, you're going to have to put up with some rain. And 3, it's hard to be a diamond in a rhinestone world. We've got quite the show today. Delivering today's message is Reverend Bobbi Becker. A special thanks to Maria Kiss and Mark, who made this beautiful here today. Music for our spirit, Lena, Des, Jim, and Rachel, thank you so much. Sound and streaming in the back, John and Matt, as always, fantastic. There's many that support this whole service. Practitioners today, Valerie Day, Sylvia, Reverend Veronica, Janice. Supporting our service today is Lorraine, Janine, Diane, and Carol Ann. There's many ways to be involved. Please join us. And Wenda with our precious kids. Let's say hello to each other.
Hello, Pacific Coast CSL. My name's Debbie Ann, and I am part of the leadership here at Pacific Coast CSL, and I'm going to say one thing to kick us off here. Why did the chicken cross the street? Anybody? Yes, to get to Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living. Okay, let's read our mission together. Through mindful and respectful exploration, we are creating a healthier foundation that supports and engages a whole beloved community, equipped to launch new strategies for a thriving spiritual center. Amen. Okay, now for some announcements. This week on Wednesday, join Reverend Veronica to discuss living the 4 agreements. This is a great exploration into how we're living these every day. So it's from 7 to 8:30 p.m. this Wednesday. Please join. Soul Sisters Women's Group, first Saturday at 10:30 a.m. on Zoom with Dory Steinmetz and Florette Krugman. All right, Stephen Cope is going to be coming to share time with us, so we're going to get to experience that an evening with Stephen Cope, Wednesday, November 8th, 6 p.m. right here in the center, or you can join on Zoom. And he is the author of his newest book, Dharma in Difficult Times, which is all about finding your calling. So it's a very good book. And next Sunday, November 5th, we're going to have a town hall in the sanctuary at 9:45. It will also be broadcasted, and get some updates on our unification, the final steps, single governance, our legal steps, details. And we get to, as a community, you're going to be asked to affirm moving forward. So that's going to be very beneficial to get all the updates. Please join us. And thank yous. I have some special thank yous. I want to thank Marcia. Marcia's here every Sunday working on our garden. Consistently. And then also I'd like to mention our welcome team has its first official care meeting immediately after service. Give a nice thanks to our welcome team. They are providing all the food today after service. So if you are part of this lovely team, please grab your grub and then meet at the 2 reserved tables at the back of the fellowship hall. And I'm also going to bring up Reverend Bobbi. Special announcement. Or John Travolta.
John Travolta here for the day. I also wanted to give a special thank you to Dale. Dale, would you stand, please, as well? Dale has been doing lots of work on this building. So thank you for that. Anytime we need a quick repair or a long repair, I think, too, hanging speakers, doing all sorts of things in this building just to get us in sync, Dale. Thank you.
to continue to wash over you. I am remembering who I am. Just let that wash over you. I am remembering who I am. And let the lyrics change slightly to embody the energy of our Dia de los Muertos ritual, moving from I am to we are. We are remembering who you are. We are remembering who you are. Today, we have a special treat for you. We've created, or Marie and her beautiful husband have created this gorgeous altar for us, for this Dia de los Muertos celebration and ritual. And so I'd like to introduce Maria Kiss, my Colombian sister and the queen instigator of this celebration, to talk to you about Dia de los Muertos and this ritual.
Thanks again, Valerie. And I am so appreciative to have this opportunity to share what I know and what I have learned about the Dia de los Muertos. I am Colombian, but I really adore and admire the Mexican culture and how they remember their dearly beloved who had passed on. So Dia de los Muertos, they don't only remember them, but guess what? They invite them back. We here today are inviting them back to celebrate with us with food and beverage and great, wonderful feelings. And so that's what Dia de los Muertos is all about, remembering them, inviting them back. But the custom of celebrating Dia de los Muertos actually goes back 3,000 years to the Aztec ancestors, people who lived in what is now central Mexico, but is celebrated also in other parts of Central America and all over the world now, in Seal Beach, right? Yay, Seal Beach. So, so the Aztecs, they believe that life was a continuum and that their dearly departed will travel like a long way, many stages, until they got to their final resting place. And to help them in that journey, they offer them food and beverages and things that will remember them from their time when they were alive. And so currently, or for the last, I guess, 500 years, in addition to that, the Catholic traditions and rituals have been kind of incorporated as well as some other cultural practices. So nowadays, Mexican people, Mexican Mexican ancestry, but all of us are learning to continue that tradition. And they build the altars like we have done here. And they also do that at their gravesite. Spend the whole night there, have a picnic with their dearly beloved. And so that in a nutshell is what Dia de los Muertos is about. And one thing I didn't remember is also the Catholic tradition, which is celebrated on November 2nd, All Souls Day. And then Dia de los Muertos, I learned that it's also November 1st and 2nd. November 1st is to welcome back the children, those who died as children, and then the next day is for the adults. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the items on the altar, so stay tuned.
Thank you, Marie. So during Dia de los Muertos, it's believed that the veil is very thin between this world and the other. And it's like liminal space, the time between what was and what's next, that place of transition, that season of waiting and not knowing. There are many holidays that come together at this time of year. There's Day of the Dead that we're celebrating today. There's Halloween. I see a lot of you out there in your Halloween costumes. And there's Samhain. And they're all really various celebrations of life eternal and a bridge from what was to what is. In Science of Mind, we believe in eternal life, life everlasting. When we transition, the eternality of life is never gone. In our ritual today, we believe our loved ones come back. Our altar, or also named ofrenda, which Marie's going to tell you about in a little bit, is a ritual celebrating the ever-continuing form of life. And I know that some people might have fears around death and dying, so today we get to move beyond our fears and into the celebration of life. And we can do that through this ritual of Dia de los Muertos. Ritual is the form and structure that enables our spirit to fly. We love ritual at Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living. It's a safe space that we create that allows us to open to the deepest parts of ourselves. So just feel that. Let yourself open up today to the deepest part of yourself. Ritual is transformational. We begin in one state and we end in another. Today we want to move into the celebration of life, and this is what our beautiful altar is all about. We have the opportunity to transform our relationship to death and dying and shift from race consciousness in this area of our lives. We know in Science of Mind, everything is connected. So let's move into hearing about all the symbology on the altar. Maria, I pass it to you.
Okay, well, thank you. So the altar is the gateway for our dearly departed to come and join us. Okay, so it's also called the ofrenda. And you will see many, many items here. They all have a very special meaning. If I don't get to all of them, please feel free to ask me. And there's probably more stuff that I'm still learning, okay? So I am dressed as a Catrina, which is very typical of dress for Mexican women. And it symbolizes like part life and part death, because again, it is a continuum. Very importantly in the altar is the marigold flowers. In Mexica, language, the ancient language of the Mexicans, is called cempasúchil. Cempasúchil. Everybody, cempasúchil. New word in Mexica. You've learned today. So they're beautiful, vibrant color, and the fragrance is also very strong, very poignant. So. Well, whatever that word is. So the dearly departed, they will see these flowers and they smell that. And you will see, not here today, but the petals will be scattered, kind of leading the way for them to find the place where they are welcome to enjoy and celebrate with us. Then we have also the skulls, which are typically made of sugar. They don't eat them, but they paint them in very bright, beautiful colors. And that is to remind everyone of the personalities of their relatives who have passed on, like how they were in life, like their personality and everything. Food is very, very important, of course, for the living and the dead. So, today we have here, and you will be enjoying some of that later, pan de muerto, which is round to signify a skull and then kind of crossbones. And this is a very traditional Mexican bread. It's a sweet bread. So we will also have things that will remind us of the 4 elements. So let me start with water. So will be a pitcher of water to quench the thirst of the souls as they come, earth for the salt here, which will, oh, this is actually good. It's supposed to be like that. Okay, I rehearsed that. So it's for purification. Then the candles signify the fire. And what am I missing here? Oh, air, of course. So this is the papel picado. Papel picado. Try that. Papel picado. That's 2 words that you learned today. There'll be more. So, they will flutter in the air, and that will show that the souls are actually coming through. So they are, you can actually see them. And one thing that I also want to mention, and I adore butterflies, is that the monarch butterflies return to Mexico, and their migration to overwinter there, it coincides with Dia de los Muertos. So they'll be coming in. That's why, we have our beautiful butterfly here. So they believe that their souls of their loved ones are coming back. So when you see a monarch, there you have it. And when you come to my house, there'll be tons of them, because that's what we do. Did I forget one?
I think you covered it.
I think I covered it, right? Yeah. All right, so they should be happy. So we have placed already, the most important thing here, of course, is our pictures of our relatives, right? Because now they are here with us. So I have placed a picture of my mother, Blanca, and my father, Marco, and a little ofrenda for them. My father loved espresso, so here's Café de Colombia. My mom, she was the seamstress extraordinaire. So that's that. And now Valerie is going to be showing all of you how to bring the pictures of your loved ones so they can join the party.
Yes, so this is the part you guys get to participate in. So when you speak about the dead, it brings them to life. And during our ceremony, you're going to be invited to say your loved one's name before you ascend to the ofrenda with your photos and remembrances. So Carol Ann and Mark are going to form to, I would like to invite you, if you have something you want to bring to the altar, just form a line behind Carol Ann and Mark. And here, you want to, okay.
So if you would all come up and bring up your remembrances, whatever it may be.
Well, sure.
Mark and I are going to go first.
So, Carol Ann, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my best friend, Pat. Mark, who are you remembering today?
I'm going to remember my parents, Ligia and Joseph.
Diane, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my parents, Ruth and Gary Ronner, my good friend, Rita.
Those of you that have remembrances on pieces of paper, please give them to Reverend Bobby.
Eileen, who are you going to remember today?
I'm remembering my mom.
Donna, who are you remembering today?
My best friend, Cynthia Stefano.
Brenda, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my parents, Dodie and Bernie, and my grandma, Emma.
Those of you that don't have physical remembrances, if you would like to come up and just remember your loved one.
Nancy, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my mom, Mary Jane, and my sister, Maggie.
Christy, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my husband, Gary.
Janine, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my mom, Mary Ann, her best friend, Donna, my grandmother, Ellen, my grandfather, Harry, my great-grandmother, Belle, and my best friend, Kim Reese.
Dale, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my adopted sister, Kathy Williams.
And my brother, Jeff.
Maria, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my mom, Pamela, and my brother, Robert.
Mike, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my amazing father, Kimberly Hull Mabley. I love you, Dad.
Hi, Joyce, who are you remembering today?
I'm
remembering Bob and Evelyn Levinson. I'm remembering my brother Elliot, my husband's parents Bernard and Leona, and his sister who passed at 16, Becky, and 7 beagles.
Janice, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my brother Brian, who passed away 28 years ago yesterday at the age of 27.
Marjorie, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my mom and dad, Dick and Merle Stanford.
Reggie, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my wife, Joyce, who passed 2016, November 1st.
Karen, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my mom, Kathy McKee Stern, who passed away in 2016.
Lily, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my amazing mother, Shirley, and her cohort, my amazing father, Chuck Gorens, and my cousin, Nick.
Pam, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my mother, Mary Ann Whitsitt-Songer, my dad, Gilbert Whitsitt, and my niece, Elizabeth Schroeder.
Sylvia, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my beloved son, Robert, who remains in my heart always.
Juanita, who are you remembering today?
I'm remembering my son, and I'm remembering my parents, especially all 4 of my parents, and I'm remembering all of my ancestors.
Sue, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my beloved husband who passed away in 1995.
Michelle, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my dear father-in-law, Ronnie Marion, and the sweet animal souls who bring us so much love, Sylvester, Gabby, and Henry.
Cheryl, who are you remembering?
My husband, Ron, and my dad, Dean.
Chris, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my sisters, and I'm remembering my husband who died in January.
Don, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my parents, Sylvia and Benjamin, my brother Dave, my sister Shar and Diane, and my brother-in-law Lou.
Florette, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my parents, Josephine and Salvatore, and all my friends and family that have passed.
Andrea, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my father-in-law, Samuele. I'm remembering my uncle, my 3 uncles, Uncle Willie, Uncle Terry, and Uncle Ricardo, Tio Ricardo, and my mom's best friend, Berta.
Reverend Bobbi, who are you remembering?
I am remembering my grandmother, Mary Marie, my 2 brothers I lost last year, to why I'm wearing this suit. This is for them. And 2 dear friends that have passed recently. Thank you.
Valerie, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering my parents and my precious kitty, Marcel.
Marie, who are you remembering?
I remember my mom and dad, and also my brother, and everyone, whoever was part of my life, it's no longer here. They're all here today. Thank you.
I'm going off script. Jim, who are you remembering?
Probably my mom and dad, and my nephew passed earlier this year, and I wasn't real close to him, and I'm sorry I wasn't more involved because he was a good guy.
Lena, who are you remembering?
I'm holding everybody's remembrances in prayers with mine.
Rachel, who are you remembering?
I'm remembering both my parents and my brother and my most beloved healer cat, Maynard.
Des, who are you remembering?
Definitely remembering my scorpion dad who passed about 3 years ago, and a host of ancestors.
We are remembering.
Thank you, Carol Ann. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Marie. And I'm going to pass it to Rev Bobbi.
Thank you. So just let's keep in that space for just a moment. Let's take a nice deep breath and then close our eyes as we breathe out. And just hold that space for just a moment as we allow our presenters to get situated, to be in their own space, and to feel in the oneness that is really what life is, that allows us to honor our ancestry, for they live in us. We live who they are by the color of our eyes, the curly hair, straight hair, the laugh that we hold, the place they hold in our heart that they never leave, the children that walk around that remind us of someone that maybe have passed, music that we remember when it plays, that we say, oh, that was Mom's favorite song, or Dad's favorite song, or my brother's favorite song, or someone I loved, their favorite song, a spouse, a child. All these things that happen, that this beautiful ritual invites us to allow that to rise, that energy to rise up within us, to bring its gifts forward. Leonardo da Vinci said, realize that everything connects to everything else. As we know that the Mexican culture honors their ancestors on the Day of the Dead, it reminds us that death is just a part of life. It's hanging out with skeletons reminds us that we are too. That we will one day do the very same thing. It seems somewhat impossible in some cases, but it's true. So I have had this feeling all day of agitation, and I have not been able to shake it. It's actually going on for a couple days, and then it hit me when I was sitting there, but my brothers have decided to visit me. They were the most amazing agitators. They agitated us all the way to their own passing. As tragic as it was, sometimes death, for some, is a relief. It's not always, oh, I miss them so much. Sometimes it's a relief, too. It is the mix of feelings because it represents what life is. Some things that happen in life are just so joyful. And some things that happen in life are quite the opposite, and the spectrum of everything in between. We came here in this body, this amazing body that allows us to experience a range of emotions, a range of experiences, and it invites us to remember that we're all connected. To remember not just as between humans, but all of life. The blade of grass, I love in our mindfulness meditation class this week, we've been reminded to remember that I have been the mother to all, and so has every living thing. So do I treat every living thing as if I'm the mother to it, or it has been the mother to me? It's an interesting question to consider. My brothers were extraordinary. I say that because I was on my way in this morning saying, why am I agitated? Janine and I came up with at least 3 theories, to which I couldn't necessarily, it was just theories. And as I was sitting there, and I missed the prayer at the beginning of service, there's a centering prayer, and I had to go do something. And all of a sudden it hit me. So beautiful Janice, thank you, offered me prayer in the back while you were all praying in here. That anchoring in, which is, don't push it away. Don't push it away. What if I look at what it means and its gift? Our ancient experience confirms at every point that everything is linked together, everything is inseparable, the 14th Dalai Lama. He didn't say beings or creation, but everything. That every event, situation, circumstances, one is connected to the other. Things don't happen disconnected. They are all connected back to cause. And that cause happens in mind, but that cause could have started generations before. Have you ever had a moment where a memory popped up and you didn't even know where it came from? Where did that come from? And sometimes there's no obvious linkage to it. And we want to know why. Why? And yet this body that I travel in, it has both all these senses that are just, clicking off with respect to everything that is happening. Everything. Smell, cookies, apple pie. I smell an apple pie, I think of my wife. She's a pie maker. There are certain sounds that Janine makes that make me think of her mother, Marianne, who was like a mother to me, the mother I never had. And oh my goodness, did she leave love in my heart. My own mother, who couldn't really love, taught me to love. If I'm willing to look at it, that every person in our lives that has lived before, that is living now, has brought a gift for us to experience, us too. Every moment we give in some way, everything we say yes to, everything we say no to, everything we say, speak, in our words are power. It's the most powerful thing that we can give is our word. It's just the most powerful. But everything else from there, the touch, the look, the smile. Keith dressed up as Dolly Parton, I will never unsee that. You gotta hug him. It's amazing. Martin Luther King Jr. said that all life is interrelated. We are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied into a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one destiny affects all indirectly. We matter. We matter so much. It's like the butterfly that flaps its wings across the entire globe can create a hurricane all the way over here. That's how powerful we are. That's how amazing we are. That's how amazing anyone is. One day we will be up here. What are we leaving? We've already done enough. Everything else is icing. What would I like to leave as my legacy as I continue forward? What would I like to bring to life? How would I like to stay alive in it? Not just survive, but live. How would I like to live? And that's what we get to do, because that is what everyone up on this altar, and for those of you that didn't bring photos, I just want you to raise your hand because you spoke or didn't speak, that there's someone that isn't up here that you would like to just raise your hand and just keep it up for just a moment as we just hold that space. Is there someone not up here? Someone didn't get their photo, but you hold them so dearly, right? Let us just hold them for a moment. Yeah. And let us, in this moment, let us speak out the name of every person. Let's just take a few moments and speak out the name of all that have passed that we would like to hold dear. Speak them out loud. Keep speaking that name, any name. Can you feel them? They're returning into the room. My goodness. Just for a moment, keep speaking those names of anyone that have passed. There may be names of people that are just your mentors that you connected to. Speak those names. For me, it's Emma Smith, the wife of the Mormon prophet who said no to polygamy. Individuals that have led us here, invited us here, offered up their lives for us so that we may know, so that we may live. And allow yourself to feel that. Do you feel that in the room? So now I'm going to read some of the tributes. My son, Robert Hungerford Jr., my husband, Robert James Hungerford Sr. I'm remembering my son, Matt, and my mom, Marie. My parents, Josephine and Salvatore, and all my family and friends that have passed. Cynthia, is it Stafio? Stafafio, thank you, my best friend. Sylvia, Benjamin, Dave, Shar, Diane, Lou. Robert Bakken, is that right? Beloved brother to Maria Beniza, is that right, Maria? Beloved husband to Cindy Bakken. Loved cars, computers, and Cindy. Dearly loved, dearly missed. Pamela Bakken, Yanez, beloved mother of Maria Beniza, wife of Tirso Yanez Barragan, incredibly intelligent, loving, and kind. My parents got engaged on the Thanksgiving before Pearl Harbor in 1941. I'm so grateful they got married in February, even though Dad was to be shipped out in April to Guadalcanal. Much love, Marjorie Ray. Andrew, Godspeed, Marianne Gilbert, Mom and Dad, Liz. Evelyn Levinson, mother. Leona Creasel, mother-in-law. Robert Levinson, father. Bernard Creasel, father-in-law. Becky Creasel, sister-in-law. Elliot Levinson, brother. May the memory of your lives continue to live on in your children, grandchildren, and yet to become children, family, and friends. May your ancestors lead the way to continue to create comfort in your transition. May you always know how much you were loved. Joyce Levinson. Now, sometimes the hardest thing to do is to smile. But do you think anybody in this room, anybody that has passed, really wants you to not smile? So even if you may not feel it a little, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And just see if you can hold that for a moment as I pray. So just allowing this moment, this God moment, where the lives of those that have touched all, not even just in this room, just imagine the infinite capacity and infinite effect of all those who've passed and what they've handed to and offered up, drawn into, been part of, are part of in the lives of everyone in this room and anyone outside this room. That's God. That's God in every individual, every being on the planet. For every animal, for everything, a plant, a park, a town that was lost, whatever it was, we just hold that in the mind that is God, knowing that it's all one. That in this moment we connect with the all. That recognition. So I just offer up this prayer as we go forward today. In love and joy and celebration. With a little sadness sprinkled on because they're just not here in the form we love. To allow them to live in us, recognizing that living in us. That through this divine gift of ritual, we remember and their memory lives on in us. Through the beautiful hands of our presenters today and the joy that they brought to today and the love that they brought to today and the love that emanates from this beautiful altar. We just bless this time we've had together, knowing God's got this. There's nothing to do but just say, thank you. And if you will just say thank you with me. Thank you. That thank you is for all. So with that, I just let it go into the mind of God and knowing that I don't have to do a thing, but let it go. And so it is. Amen. I just want to thank Valerie and Marie and Mark and Carol Ann for doing such an amazing job for us today. And thank you for participating.
And since we are one, we join in singing One Love. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying, hear the children crying, saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright. Whoa, oh, oh. Let them all pass all their dirty remarks. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for that hopeless sinner who has hurt all of mankind just to save his soul? Believe me, oh yeah, we say one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning, it shall be in the end. Alright, yeah, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright, yeah. Let's get together and feel alright. One more thing, yeah. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. So when the man comes there will be no doom. Have pity on those whose chances they grow thinner, yeah. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. Now we say, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Yeah, I'm pleading to mankind. Oh, my Lord, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Yeah, now let's get together and feel alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We thank those who have gone before us, 'cause we will feel alright. Yeah, it's about that one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One more time, yeah. One love, just one love, yeah, yeah. One heart, yeah. Give thanks and praise to God, and I will feel alright. Let's get together, yeah. Let's get together and feel alright. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can, he belongs to Pam.
Wow, some day today, right? My goodness. If I could have the ushers come up, please. I also have one more Dollyism. Leave some good in every day. Leave some good in every day. Here's your chance to give back, to receive. It's a part of the giving and receiving that we all participate in. If you'll read with me, please. I freely give and greatly give from the abundance that is me. We have a great capacity for living, loving, and giving. I give today from joy and gratitude, and so it is. We have all the ways to give. Venmo, you can give cash, you can make a pledge. We appreciate it all. We have licensed practitioners in the room here. Would you please stand? These have been people that have gone through great training. We believe that prayer works, and if you need a little extra help today and a bit of care, please come over here and we'd be glad to help you. Reverend Bobby, would you please do our benediction?
Okay. So I know that there's a few birthdays in the room, but I know Florette has a birthday. So she just turned 30, Lena.
30. Oh, we're going to do this traditional.
Who else has a birthday in October? Raise your hand. Thank you so much. Don't be hiding that birthday thing.
Let's go traditional. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everyone in October. Happy birthday to you.
Sylvia's going to come forward and take the candle. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia.
Tell by the way I walk, how my woman's made. No time to talk. You look
We're just over here staying alive. Yeah. Okay, so what? I got to have Saturday Night Fever music to Saturday Night Fever dance. So look at her. Don't put her in that kind of pressure. Even I don't put her under that much pressure. She'll look for just a moment. So can I have everybody rise? So we're going to do two things. For those of you that are really hungry, don't walk over there when the prayer's done, okay? We're going to sing together right after this, okay? So I know that something wonderful's happening. Is that true? Yes. Would you be more specific as what is happening right now?
something wonderful is happening through me right now.
What is this thing called? Where is it?
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. Life is all that we are. So I'm paying attention this week because I know what the next line is. What am I going to do with it? I accept it. Rachel, you just kill me. Love her. And how am I going to accept it, am it, and share it with all?
Just the way it appears, and just the way it appears not.
Nice. That alone says a lot right there for Des. So let's just look at this beautiful altar that was set up. Let's look at the experience that you had today, the experience of being part of this community, for these beloveds that do this amazing service for Sundays, right? And let's just allow that feeling to move through this vehicle we travel. That's the only way to feel gratitude, is if you feel it in here in this body. It's why we sing, it's why we dance, it's why we do everything, so we can get in here, so that we can feel this. So for all that is, I want you to allow that gratitude to rise up, to move through your body, and on the count of 3, say with me this last line. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, life. Let's close this up.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, one more time. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in are love, we are one big fan. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Yeah, 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 yeah. Have an awesome week.